Okay, so hi, I'm Mariah, and I am the sexual assault prevention educator at Victim Services. And today we're going to be chatting about body autonomy and why it's important for children to learn body autonomy. So that's going to be the topic of this video today. So welcome to the presentation, and glad you can join us. So if you are watching this live, if you want to pop a quick hello in for us, that would be great. And if you have any questions or would like to hear from us, let us know in the chat, and we will give you a shout out or respond to what we can. Okay, so normally Jamie would be joining me, but today, the public relations manager, today it's just me. And so before we get started, I just again want to mention that the presentation is being recorded and will be available for viewing at a later time here on Facebook and YouTube after the broadcast. Anything that you do post in the comments is for the public to be able to view. And if you have any specific questions that you or someone you know is being, who you or somebody that you know is being abused, you can reach out and call our hotline number at 309-837-5555. Again, 309-837-5555. That is a 24-hour confidential hotline that operates 7 days a week, okay? So that number is probably going to be, or not probably, is going to be the most secure way to discuss your situation directly with a counselor or an advocate. We have wonderful counselors and advocates here that are willing to help work with you, to help you heal, to become a survivor. Okay, so here at Victim Services, I am the sexual assault prevention educator, and I travel throughout our 6-county community, being Hancock, Henderson, Knox, Fulton, McDonough, and Warren counties, talking to students in grades pre-kindergarten through 12th, students in college and university, and that would be sexual assault prevention education. I do community events and professional trainings as well. So what my realm includes can be consent, body autonomy, safe and unsafe touch, Erin's law, bullying, social justice topics. The professional trainings that I provide are child abuse prevention trainings, are to spot that for educators and those in law enforcement and medical professionals. And then I provide sexual harassment trainings for those needing continuing education as well. So at any point in time, if you would like to schedule a training, you can reach out at 309-837-5555. And again, that is our hotline number, but you can reach me through the hotline. Or you can email me at Mariah, M-A-R-I-A-H, at WIRPC.org. Or you can give me a call at my business line, which is 309-836-2148, extension 145, to schedule one of those trainings. And it doesn't matter if it's a large group or a small group. I'm happy to come join at any time. All of my services are free for those trainings. And I can even do groups as small as, or like I'm meaning just an individual. I can do just individuals as well. Okay, so yeah, if you want to watch more about this later, learn more about prevention education, we did do a recent prevention education live that we did record it, and that's on our Facebook and YouTube channels as well. So before we get any further, let's talk about body autonomy, and so why it's so important for a child to learn about body autonomy. So body autonomy is the person's right to be in control of their body without pressure or coercion from others. Okay, so when body autonomy is understood, persons are less likely to be victims of sexual abuse or sexual assault. Okay. Also, you'll be less likely to experience intimate partner violence, and a victim will be more likely to report when they are in charge of their body, when they use their body autonomy. So when it comes to teaching young children about body autonomy, do not be concerned about children learning the mechanics of sex, okay? This conversation focuses specifically on the right to be in control, okay? And that right to be in control. There's a couple different ways, or a handful of different ways that you can use to teach children about that. So we want to start by teaching correct anatomical terms for body parts. Okay, so teaching nicknames may imply to children that there's something to be shameful about their body. Okay, you should not be should not be shamed no matter what age you are about your body. Okay, so teaching those correct names allows for the child to know how to communicate with their body parts more clearly and effectively if they've been abused or experiencing a medical problem. All right, we want to teach that it is okay to say no, even to adults. So teach children that it's okay to say no. A demand for a hug from an aunt, uncle, grandparent, relative can send a message to a child that they should hug all adults. Okay, when a child feels uncomfortable and they must meet the demand to hug, that deprives a child from their body autonomy. So instead of a demand for compliance, teach alternate ways of greeting friends and families. Handshakes, high fives, fist bumps, okay? It is okay for a child to choose to show affection when they want to show affection. They're in charge of their body, so let them choose when it works for their body to give a hug. And if they say no, there's those alternative greetings as well, okay? Let the child make their decisions and be in charge of their body, so they're doing an action that they feel comfortable with. And that leads us into always asking permission before touching anybody else's body. Okay, so this is also an appropriate step in teaching about sexual consent as well. So ask for permission. Can I give you a hug? And that allows for the response of a yes or no. Yes, you can give me a hug. No, I'd prefer a high five instead. Okay. We want to help children with body autonomy to understand the difference between a good touch and a bad touch. Okay, so explaining that a doctor or a nurse should only be touching or looking at private body parts to keep a child safe and healthy, with permission and supervision from a safe and trusted adult, usually a parent, guardian, family member who is with them. Okay, so again, a doctor and nurse are only touching or looking to keep a child healthy, to keep their private body parts healthy with supervision and permission. Okay, so beyond that, any touch that hurts, makes you feel uncomfortable, is scary, or just doesn't feel right is a bad touch. Okay, so communicate that with a child early on, that it's okay to use your voice to say no to an unwanted, uncomfortable touch. We want to explain that there are okay secrets and not okay secrets in the instance a child has experienced a touch. So okay secrets, they do not harm oneself or others. Okay secrets have a time limit. Some examples of that would be surprise parties, presents, passwords to protect personal information. Each one of those things have a time limit. They do not last very long. They do not harm anybody. Also communicate that a trusted adult will never ask a child to keep a not okay, unsafe secret. Asking a child to keep a secret that may harm themselves or others is a common method of grooming. All right, so help the child understand the potential danger of those not okay secrets. We want to teach children that if anything happens to their body, that they know that it's not their fault, okay? And that they will not be in trouble for telling, even if somebody says they will, okay? Let a child know that it's okay to tell their safe and trusted adult, okay? The safe and trusted adult wants to be somebody that they feel comfortable with, that they see often, okay? That will let them know that they will believe them and that they're here to help. And finally, make sure, again, you identify those adults that they feel safe to communicate with. This could be mom or dad, step parents, guardians, relatives, a teacher, the principal, school counselors, a person here at Victim Services. We are happy to help children to teach about body autonomy and to make sure that they are feeling safe and healthy and protected in with their body. A trusted person should be somebody who wants to, make the child feel safe all the time and help them be comfortable with their body. All right. So that is body autonomy in a nutshell. Again, if you would love me to further expand on that topic, I would love to do so. Okay, so the reason we teach about body autonomy is so that child feels in control of their body. Okay, but the rates of child abuse are surprisingly are alarmingly high, and many children do not report for various reasons. Okay, so lessons about the body autonomy with kids, whether you're talking to your child or provided by me, will help them to have the confidence to speak up if they need to report. Okay, this lesson can be taught as early as possible with children. We start in, like I do students in grades pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. So we're starting in pre-K, pre-kindergarten. So that's 3 to 5. But if you feel comfortable talking with your child about that earlier than that, please do so. Again, teaching them the correct anatomical names for their private body parts is the way to go. And again, when I'm talking to students, I talk to students as if they are my own child. Okay, so again, we're not learning the mechanics of sex. We are learning anatomical names dependent on the age, but I'm always using, private body parts. Okay, the conversation is to teach a child to take control of their body, but not, but not teach any mechanics or anything that is not associated with just being in control of your body. So I think, yeah, some people are concerned that it would involve the mechanics of sex, but the lesson for pre-kindergartners, kindergartners, first and second graders is different than the lesson that students get at high school. And that's something that goes along with Erin's Law. Okay, Erin's Law did become a law in January 2013 in the state of Illinois, and Erin's Law implements that public education students in grades pre-kindergarten through 12 have a program in school that's to educate on child sexual abuse. So safe and unsafe touch, safe and unsafe secrets, how to get away and tell a safe adult. And again, that program looks different from younger students versus older students. When you get to about 7th, 8th grade, we're talking directly about consent. Okay, consent is an agreement. All right, so young kids are consenting to give a hug. That's why we talk about the importance of asking for permission to give a hug, because consent is a permission. Okay, but again, the program is different versus pre-kindergarten through students in grades 6th, 7th, 8th grade and high school. All right, so you should not be concerned. I would again talk to your child like I would talk to my own child and educate them like I would want my child to be educated. Okay, so I wouldn't want the mechanics of anything being taught. I want my child to know that she can take control of her body, that her body is her body, and she should feel comfortable with her body autonomy, that it is important for her to know the anatomical terms, that it's okay to say no, even to adults, that she should ask for permission before touching anybody. you know, I'm going to help her to understand the difference between good touch and bad touch, that there are okay secrets and that there are not okay secrets, and that it's important to tell an adult no matter what, okay, and to keep telling till that trusted adult says, I believe you, and I want to get you help. All right, so again, I'm available to provide this to talk about body autonomy or any other sexual assault prevention related topics in Hancock, Henderson, Fulton, Knox, McDonough, and Warren counties. All my presentations are for free. I'm happy to come out and speak with a large group, a medium-sized group, a small group, an individual, and I'm happy to come to the school or to set up a time here at our main WIRC office in Macomb to meet with a student or a group. So I give presentations year-round, not just during the school year. During the summer, I'm able to hop online. If you'd prefer, I'd give some lessons to our prevention topics or body autonomy to your student. I can do online, or we can set up an area to meet face-to-face, obviously the main WIRC office or the library. I'm happy to provide those for free all summer long. Anybody can schedule with me, again, individual, come with a parent, group, whatever it is, and you can contact me at 309-836-2148, extension 145. That is my business line, or you can reach me at Mariah, MARIAH, at WIRPC.org, or you can call our hotline number at 309-837-5555 and ask for Mariah to set up a session. All right, so if there's any one thing that I'd ask you to remember from today, it's that each individual has the right to be in control of their body without pressure, without coercion. You have the right to say no. You have the right to ask for permission. All right, so teaching children that early on, I just say it's never too early, okay? Let them be in charge of their body, let them take control of their body, and that will make them more confident in the future. So thank you all for joining me today. Check to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Okay, thanks for viewing. Again, this is recorded, and so we will post this later on Facebook and our YouTube channels. If you have any questions or feedback, again, email, give me a call. So Mariah, MARIAH, at WIRPC.org, 309-836-2148, extension 145, and then there's our 24-hour crisis hotline that's available 7 days a week. That's confidential, 309-837-5555. If you have experienced abuse or you know someone that is experiencing the abuse, please give Victim Services a call. We are happy to help you out. All right. If you liked this presentation, give us a comment, give us a like. Also like our page. We try to be very active on social media, and we look forward to interacting more. We always appreciate support from our survivors and the community, and we're thankful that you join in. If there's something else that you'd like to know more about, let us know. We'll do more videos on here. Thanks again for taking time to listen. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, everybody.